What's up, guys? This is Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. I'm here today at Reeve Subaru, bringing you the 2021 Subaru Outback Onyx Edition XT. MSRP starts at $35,145. The model we're bringing today in the crystal white pearl, powering the Subaru with a 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine, making 260 horsepower, 277 pound-feet of torque. Subaru Lineartronic CVT transmission with 8-speed manual mode. The turbocharged engine comes standard on the Limited XT, the Touring, and the XT, making 23 to 30 mpgs. We're going to go over all the specs and details, starting now. What better way for your ventures than in a Subaru with your standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, eyesight driving assist technology, all-around awareness. Now there is a couple of updates for 2021. For 2020 was the full redesign from the ground up. So on the front, you're going to get your adaptive headlights. These are LED fog lights as well. And I like the proportions of the hood, how the aerodynamics flare out. I like the high gloss polish inserts on the grille. We're set with 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels, black finished. Your front disc reading is at 12.4, the rear at 11.8. Active torque vectoring with quick ratio steering, strut front suspension, a multi-link rear suspension, four-wheel independent suspension. Dual X-mode traction management system. This is going to help with your snow and dirt, with your deep snow and mud, especially with that 8.7-inch ground clearance, so you could go and tackle almost all of your terrain. Linked at 191.3 inches with a wheelbase at 108.1. Onyx black exterior trim package. I like the way it sets, especially how it flares out the Outback here on the side, black mirror caps, and I also like how they have the raised roof rail, so you can do your tie downs. You don't have any issues with that with your wraparound brake lights towing up to 3,500 pounds. Dual exhaust outlets, they're tucked underneath the rear bumper trim, and I like that they're doing that because it really does emphasize the full round off-roading capabilities in your everyday durable use of the vehicle. You'll have your reverse parking sensors, your rear parking camera, and your automatic brake assist. I like how they blacked out the Outback XT and your Subaru badging with the symmetrical all-wheel drive. It really does give a nice aesthetics to the rear. Going inside to your cargo, it is a power tailgate. You'll have 32 cubic feet, maxing at 76 cubic feet. The rear seats fold at a 60/40, and we're set with the spare tire. The Subaru Outback, I think they did a great job giving a hip, sporty look and adding some luxury amenities with the chrome over the window trims. Really does set a nice appearance, especially with the high gloss polish and the 18-inch upgraded blacked out wheels. Let me know in the comments what you think about the 2021 Subaru Outback Onyx Edition XT as we go into the interior, go over the tech, and take this for our test run. Entering inside this Subaru Outback, you're going to be getting 37.7 inches of headroom, 42.8 inches of legroom. StarTech water repellent heated front seats, 10-way power adjustments with lumbar support for the driver, 8-way power adjustments for the passenger. Your steering wheel is a multi-function. You have the paddle shifters. Gauge cluster is going to be analog with a TFT display that's going to give you an array of settings and information for the driver. Upgraded 11.6 multimedia. This is the Starlink system. We do have navigation with the pinch and the swipe. Starlink smartphone connectivity for your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth connectivity. You have your HD radio, Sirius XM. You have 2 USB ports here, dual climate control settings. Open up for the first tier, you have a little bit of storage. Open up in the second tier, you have a 12-volt, more storage. Cup holders is efficient. You can fit about a 20-ounce bottle. It's not a big problem. The dash layout, I like the setup. You have the contrast stitching, the high gloss black polish, and you have a gray look interior as well. So I think they did a good setup with that, especially in the gauge cluster here. You could just throw your cell phone in without any issues. For the elbows, soft on both sides. And this is what you would expect in your Outback. For the door panel, you're going to have automatic windows for all of them. The contrast stitching comes in the metal look with the high gloss black polish. Storage is immense. You could probably fit 3 or 4 16.9 ounce water bottles. We have the 180-degree front view camera and the rear vision camera, powered moonroof. A lot of the Outback is going to be shared with the same interior of the Legacy. Let's see how the back seats look. For the back seats, I'm at 39.1 inches of headroom, 39.5 inches of legroom, which is quite a bit for the size of this vehicle. They really do optimize the space inside. You have some cup holders here. You can fit about a 20-ounce water bottle, 2 USB ports, heated rear seats, and your AC vents. For the elbows, soft on both texture. The door panel, you get the metal look coming back into it with the high gloss black polish. Storage in the door, you can fit probably 2 16.9 ounce water bottles. The floor isn't completely flat, so let's see how I look in the center. Sitting into the center, my head still isn't hitting the headliner. My legs are still not touching the back of the front seats. Because it's not completely flat, I will have to share my leg space with the 2 occupants. However, you can fit 3 adults my size without too many issues. The shoulders will maybe rub, but for the most part, it's a pretty comfortable set. The nice thing about it is where it is water resistant, if you're doing your kayaking or you're doing any bicycling and you put everything on top of the roof, easy in and out for the 3 occupants. Going over your tech, this is the 11.6 Starlink multimedia navigation infotainment screen. Click into the home button. You can see all the apps in which we have in this vehicle. The nice thing is the way the screen is. It is very easy to move everything and adjust. You do have to use pretty much everything through here, but you do still have button functionalities for your air vents or climate control. Click the little car icon and this will pull up your X mode and different settings for the vehicle. So it is really intuitive and it is easy to access everything. So you can turn on and off your pre-collision braking. You can set the warnings to have it mild, medium, or at max. Click back into the home button for your car information. This will show you everything about the vehicle, your advanced package system, and if you have any maintenance that is due. Click into the little person and you can have up to 5 different driver profiles that will set your climate control, your mirrors, and your driver seat. Click your view button right here and this will show you your 180-degree camera in the front. Easy to set for your X modes right there on the front. Taking the Subaru Outback out, 260 horsepower, 277 pound-feet of torque. And it's pretty good for the most part. I mean, you have enough power to move this vehicle. It's not ultra heavy. I do like the way it stands too. You are up high enough so you have a good elevation. Visibility in it is very easy to see. The windows are very big, so you don't have any issues there. You can definitely see to the back seats without any issues. The vehicle is nearly 200 inches long. But the front, I mean, you have the eyesight, which is a really nice feature. The only disadvantage is where they place it. I mean, it is a little bit better, I would say, now because you can move, but some of the models, it makes it a little bit tight. This one, you can adjust the rear view mirror pretty good. Brakes on the car is good. Quietness in the cabin, it's really quiet. No dual pane windows either, so it's not necessarily surprising. They did a really good job though with the sound dampening in it, and it's just a smooth transition. It's not necessarily something you're going to be racing anyway, but you could definitely do some off-roading with it if you need be, and the ground clearance is enough. Stopping, it does a good job with that. Not too many issues with that. Full U-turn, you're going to be getting about 2.5 lanes, giving it some throttle, sets you back. And the engine isn't overly noisy as well, so they did a pretty good job masking everything. I like that because usually with these smaller engines, you just hear a very loud engine note. This one, even when you hit and higher RPM, it doesn't give you that. So that is really nice, really refined. I also like on the gauge cluster that when you push the brakes, it shows you on that TFT display. So it is very intuitive with that. We're going to set the cruise control and the lane keep assist so that way you can see how that feature works. So now we have it active. It's doing everything for us. These are nice features to have, especially when you're considering that this is a rugged vehicle, an everyday use vehicle, updated technology, and the fact that it's going pretty long. I mean, I'm already past probably 10-15 seconds. It is now alerting me. It's starting to do some charms. I do like that functionality, and it is sensing the vehicle in front of us really good too. Now that the vehicle is not in front of me, it will start going faster, so I'm gonna have to hit the brake because of the red light. And I like the refinements of this vehicle. It is really airtight. It's very comfortable. Going over any impurities in the road, you will feel a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I mean, they did a really good job masking everything. Giving it a little go. With this turbocharge, I will say that it does hover more of a 2 to 3 RPM, which is not necessarily a problem because of the fact that it's not very noisy. So I do like all the functionalities that it has, and the fact that I can set everything really easy with 1 or 2 pushes of a button, and I'm just relaxing for the whole journey. Soft seats, it is good with that. Now, it did take my steering off, which it does alert you when it does that. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but whenever it doesn't read any of the lines, it will deactivate. So it is good because it does keep you alert, so that way you know exactly what's going on. I like that they have the LED blind spot monitoring on the inside of the mirror caps too, so you really don't have to take your eyes off the road. You can literally just look forward and the car is pretty much protecting you 100%. We're gonna take this back to Subaru, go over the reverse camera and wrap this review up. Switching to reverse, you do have trajectory and it is a clean screen, and you do have the reverse automatic backup assistance. I'd like to thank Subaru for giving us this 2021 Subaru Outback Onyx Edition XT for our car review. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Hawkeye community. If not, click that subscribe button. Check out the details, the merchandise, and everything we do here at Hawkeye Rides.